Next guest on Saturday Sport here at Blundell Park is Emma Blackbourn, who's just taken over as chair of the Grimsby Town Supporters Trust. She's with us in the press box here at Blundell Park. Emma, welcome to Saturday Sport. Tell us about you taking over from Dave Otter. How did that come about?
Well, I've been involved with the Supporters Trust since its launch in 2002, working in the background mainly, doing some administrative tasks, just kind of helping out as and where I can. Unfortunately, Dave, for personal reasons, had to step down as being chair, which is unfortunate because he's done a really fantastic job over the last 7 or so years. And the Trust were looking for somebody to step into that role, and I offered up my services. So what's the state of play at the Grimsby Town Supporters Trust at the moment? What are you trying to do? How sort of healthy is the membership, etc., etc.? Well, the state of play is, after a frustrating 18 or so months, where really we've been down to the bare bones in terms of the board and the numbers on the board, we now have 6 new board members who have brought with them some great new skills, some really, fresh ideas and some enthusiasm. So I'm really excited about, the forthcoming year or so. Yeah, and what are you trying to do then as a supporters trust? So the aims really of the Grimsby Town Supporters Trust are no different from the aims and objectives of all of the trusts across the country. And that is really to get supporter representation within the football club at a recognised level. So we do have an excellent relationship with John Fenty, and obviously I'll aim to continue the great work that Dave Otter's done in that area. But it's not a formal recognised relationship. So that's our aim really, to get more representation through purchasing shares and really the ongoing dialogue with the club. In order for us to represent the thoughts of the supporters and the wishes of the supporters, we really need the supporters to kind of tell us what issues they have, what ideas they have, and what we can take to the club on their behalf. I take it ultimately you'd like a place on the club's board of directors, and we've just had a chat with John Fenty about that, but I take it that would be the ultimate aim? I think ultimately would be supporter representation on the board. Yeah, that's correct, David. We've approached John, or Dave Otter approached John some time ago, asking the question what that would take. We've been given a figure, a monetary figure of what it would take to get representation on the board. That conversation was held some time ago, so it is something I'll be asking again. Can I ask you how much? It was in the region of £150,000 investment last time we asked, but that was some time ago, and I think it's worth re-asking that question. That's a fair amount of brass, isn't it? It's a lot of money, yeah. So how would you go about it? How do people get involved in the Grimsby Town Supporters Trust? You can become involved by becoming a member, firstly. Membership is £12 a month £12 a year by standing order, or £15 a year one-off payment. Obviously, at the moment, the supporters, the members really aren't getting much for their money apart from, a maybe slightly warm and cuddly feeling. But that is something we're... Hey, we all need that from time to time. That is something we're aiming to change, and we have got some ideas as to how membership can become more, more beneficial to people. The first thing you need to do... Hold on, you've got to switch your mic on if you're going to... The first thing you need to do, isn't it, is to get more people involved. Absolutely, because, increasing a shareholding means money. Money doesn't grow on trees. We have to raise the money somehow, and the bulk of our income currently does come from membership fees. We have run events as well in the past, and they help to raise more funds, but yeah, membership is the core, so we need to make membership more appealing to the supporters of Grimsby Town. And it would be great if supporters who either have been members in the past and have let their membership lapse, or have never really considered becoming a member, could tell us why. What do they want the Supporters Trust to do for them? And we'll try as much as is within our power to do that. Yeah.
Except from what you're saying about the work that the Trust has done, and I know through talking to Dave Otter that there's been a lot of it, but have you still got a bit of a credibility issue, do you think, with a lot of supporters?
I think some supporters do question what the Supporters Trust does, basically, and maybe sees us as no more really than a supporters club. But that is where we need the people to come and talk to us, tell us, what matters to them, what issues they have, what people want the Supporters Trust to mean to them. I mean, a Supporters Trust can be as strong as the members make it, basically. We've seen some great examples of how strong Supporters Trust can be at other clubs like Exeter, Notts County, Chesterfield. But really, it's up to people to shape the Supporters Trust into what they want it to be.
So how do they get in touch with you then? How do they find out about you?
Okay, we have a website which is www.gtst.net, which is regularly updated now with various pieces of information. There is a telephone number they can phone and leave a message for one of us to contact them. They can email us at inquiries@gtst.net. Alternatively, if people want to come and meet us in person, we do have a room booked above a pub in Leeds before the Johnston's Paint Trophy game on Tuesday. The pub is called the Brewery Tap. It's very close to the train station. People want to come along, I'll be there, other members of the board will be there. They can just come and ask questions and ask how to get involved.
Okay, as a town fan, what are you feeling about the club at the moment?
Obviously the league position is concerning at the moment. Obviously the financial situation is concerning. We've got a lot to be thankful to John Fenty for in terms of his financial investment in the club. I think we've got to look forward to the next managerial appointment. I'm glad that John Fenty seems to be taking his time, because I think it's important that appointment is right and is the right man for the job, or woman, you never know.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
You never know. But yeah, I think if there was ever a time for everybody to stick together and to work to a common cause, now is it.
All right. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thanks very much for your time. Good luck with the support. You can say whatever you want.
Just say one thing.
As long as it's not a quote from Ian Holloway, because I'm doing that.
Quote from Ian Holloway. Yeah, no, they're cracking, aren't they? At the moment, we've been contacted by Fraser Lewis, who's the son of Jack Lewis, who obviously played for Grimsby
John
Town
Tonder will remember. He was a bit of a legend here. Jack Lewis. I remember his famous moustache.
Yeah, absolutely.
What, mine or his?
Unfortunately, Jack has lost a video of him playing back in the 70s. He was playing for Doncaster at the time and scored a hat-trick against Grimsby Town. We're really looking for anybody out there who might have some footage of Jack playing, because that was the only footage he had of himself playing, to get in touch. Jack's recently had a hip operation. He's feeling a little bit down in the dumps, and really, if anybody has any footage of Jack Lewis playing, please get in touch with us.
All right, Emma, it's a pleasure to meet you, and all the best to the Grimsby Town Supporters Trust, and good luck with finding that 150 grand.
Thank you very much, David.
All right, no problem.